friends to send gifts. Yes, it's to keep scams and shit from happening. Let's do the daily run because I'm not sure how much time we'll have, and that seems like a good use of our time. Lucario's Steel type? I don't know what of these are attacks. I know Swift is an attack. It's rock type, so rock doesn't like being hit with, yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and catch one because I might as well. Okay, cool. No idea what the fuck this guy is, but that's good enough. Didn't take any damage, so I'll just take that. You hear about the Wendigoon call out? No. What happened there? Like, did he actually do a thing, or? The fuck's a Wendigoon? Wendigoon is a YouTuber who does like iceberg content and book recommendations. Yeah, I've seen that there's like... Last time he got called out, he was like friends with the internet historian, and that was about it. Not another iceberg YouTuber. I think he was one of the... Oh, yeah, if he's just vaguely conservative, that's the worst he's done. I mean, like, I disagree with him on his politics, but, like, whatever. We've got experience share on, so I don't actually have to, like, switch. Jolbur evolves into a really useful Pokemon. As long as he's not actively trying to kill trans people like Grand Thumb. Grand Thumb, I wish he wasn't like that. Grand Thumb is a gun YouTuber who LARPs as if he has any idea of how to like do military stuff. And he's done a few videos of like, oh, well, you know, for the upcoming war that's gonna happen, if you know what I mean. And it's like, no. It's not even stolen valor. He's just a guy who pretends like he knows anything. Calm mind. What do you do? Better than Scary Face, I think. Everyone seems to have sturdy. We're gonna move for Headbutt? Sure. I'm pretty sure Headbutt is better than Sand Attack. I hadn't heard that Grand Thumb was like that about trans people, but I'm not like surprised to hear that. Did you see my DM put out 44 rules for when we play now? No, I haven't. What is that about? Why do you have to start over in this? Because it's a roguelike? Rattler, thank you for the gift sub, by the way. I don't think I caught you when you did that. Yeah, OPSEC is obviously very important for not getting murdered. My DM laid out... Okay, one, I'm timing turn. Okay, so these are rules. My DM just posted this after a hiatus. All right, let me make sure I've got it. Okay, text might be small. I will be reading it, so don't worry about it. I'll just put this shit out now that I'm going to change before anyone goes through with anything. One, I'm timing turns. I don't give a fuck if it's unfair in your opinion because spells are hard or you don't know what square to move to. You get 1 minute to know all the actions you want to take or I skip your turn. That, I get where the DM's coming from with that one. 2, if you want harder fights, bring a second character sheet and expect to twiddle your thumbs when you die. I'm not gonna baby anymore. I mean, you have all the time of your friends' turns to make their moves. 1 minute's pretty short, though. I think that's probably indication that your fights are, like, too chunky. And like, yeah, most people should have a second character ready to go. If you call me or my rules unfair, I'll get up and go home. And if you got a ride with me, you can find your own way back and suck it up. I feel like there's something else going on here. Like, where is this list coming from? 4, I'm going to take your character's loot away as regularly as I want it given out. Rule 3 will apply here. Okay. If you don't act out any of your persuasion or intimidation or other social checks, you fail before you even roll. You immediately fail because you aren't even given a try. You're going to make the game. Well, I don't agree with that. Like, I think that you should probably roll and then try and role play that. Because, like, there have been times where it's like I come up with like a good thing and then I roll a 1 and then the DM has to figure out how to role play around me actually saying a good thing. If you don't pick up cues for side quests, that's not my problem. Get over yourself. It's not a video game or role playing pen and paper game based on miniatures. I'm not holding your hands if you choose not to pursue shit. Okay, but maybe also you're bad at like letting people know. If you move to a square in combat, there's no takebacks. Okay. Tell every single person what you're doing before you do it. You tell every single person what you're going to do before you do it. You do not roll a dice and say you're casting fireball. You tell us all. Honestly, reasonable rule. Some of these rules do make sense. This sounds like someone who's been pushed really far and is probably not addressing their issues with other people. I'll give out exhaustion more frequently. If you argue, you can go home. Okay. Every snide comment you make to an NPC will be remembered in payback in triplicate. You all seem to believe there are little to no consequence. I mean, yeah, again. Do not be given a mega dungeon every session. A temple is not the size of a small city, neither is a cave. The shit will happen when it's natural and organic. Go play some roguelite if you want that. The travel portion is done. If you want to travel continents doing literally whatever you want, whenever you want, go play World of Warcraft or play D&D with ChatGPT. 13, if you're late with no good reason, I'm going to have your character's hit points for the entire session. If you don't show up for no good reason, you'll be determined by me alone if no one else has the guts to say shit for fear of upsetting one another. First time you'll find yourself losing either a whole level or up to 3 items of your own. Second time you do it in a row, you'll be removed from the chat and the group, full stop. I have no fucking time for people who don't show up. If you're too stoned or drunk to play, I will go home without warning. This is your warning. If you get up for a bong or smoke or whatever breaks for every 10 minutes, I'll simply pack up and go home. I'm sick of waiting for everyone for every bloke to be at the table. I don't disagree with most of these rules. Nine is I will artificially implement rules to punish your characters. No, exhaustion is a mechanic. I want to see what the remaining ones are. Like, the number of times I've set up for a D&D session and then had people just no call, no show, just like fucked. Like, I spent all week thinking about this, working on this, and you didn't show up. I feel, yeah, this feels like someone who's been really pushed to a brink and is now like upset about it. Do they get worse? Because like so far, those are like, they could have been guidance, divination spells, owls, or whatever spells I decide are too fucking stupid or banned outright. No more fucking guidance. Okay. You will get one chance to add a skill check. A lot of this seems like communication issues that need to be handled with the group. Yeah, honestly. You get one chance to add a skill check. If you fuck it up, your chance. I mean, depends on the thing. Yeah. Discussing the metagame details in the game will result in instant damage to your character. That can be very annoying. Rules lawyering fellow players is encouraged. Actually me will result in me telling you to fuck off. Okay, that one's weird. You roll for your dice within the view of 2 players who aren't you standard. You roll near them neatly, and if you roll them on the table, failing to do these things will auto-fail whatever you just did. Yeah. If no one saw you roll, that's kind of bullshit. I honestly don't have a problem with that. Instant death traps and mechanics are coming into place. If you call these things unfair moving forward, I'll laugh at you until you fuck off and cry some more. Okay, that's stupid. 23, I will not give any random magical items, and vendors will not stock them. They're meant to be rare and hard to acquire. Okay, fair. Random encounters in the form of random dragons or strange, mysterious road trader or band of goblin prostitutes isn't going to happen. Go play Baldur's Gate 3. I'll give two fucks what Reddit said about X or Y ruling. I mean, again, DM's job is to manage the game. And yeah, it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks the rule is. As long as the DM is consistent about what their rules are, this is fine. I actually give less a fuck about what your mate's D&D group did. True as well, yeah. Oh, when we got to this part in Curse of Strahd, we did such and such, and that gets you a special item. Okay. Well, they didn't, so they didn't get the item. Shut up. Saying anything to me about other players not liking me doing X or Y without them directly telling me results in me kicking you out of the group. Don't use someone else to push your own agendas. I kind of understand where he's coming from on this one. Do not sit down and have a 2-hour discussion about Samson and Bundora secondary did 3 weeks ago when you came to play. Take 15 to 20 minutes I use to set up and review my notes to talk to each other and then sit down and play. Yeah, show up on time and play. Saying shit like, come on guys, we're not here to have fun. We're here to play D&D. This is serious business is rude and dismissive of how much work I put into this. This guy just seems like he needs to stop being a DM for this group because this group doesn't respect him in the way that he would like. Do not fucking order food randomly. We will eat together at a specific time or not at all. I don't food shit all over my things. Also fair. No food or drinks near my D&D gear. If you wreck something, you pay for it. I let one person trash my DM screen once. I never had it replaced by them. And in fact, that person attempted to gaslight me into believing that they didn't wreck my shit at all. Not stupid. You're an adult. Except, yeah, again, okay. Arguments between party members outside of roleplay will be resolved by me giving the definitive ruling. If you don't like it, fuck off back home. Again, okay. Arguments between party members outside of roleplay will be resolved. Okay. I don't give a fuck about what they did in Critical Role or what that one guy on Reddit said. If you think that it's all make-believe so you can do what you want, the world I run works on internal rulings and lore I specifically created for it. Yeah. Fair again. Does he see himself as infallible? He's just saying, like, we need to have, like, a definitive rule in place. Someone's got to do the rulings in a D&D session, and that's the DM. Like, you shouldn't be arguing with everything that your DM says to do, else there's no point in having him. Don't actually ever me, but actually everyone else. That one, I don't agree with that rule. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And yeah, Critical Role has been actively detrimental to a lot of DM situations because people want that experience out of stuff. And it's like, this is just some dude that you met. I mean, it's good that he's getting more people into it, but like expecting Critical Role quality content from every DM is insane. Like, these are professional voice actors in some cases. Every single person in this chat is having debuffs applied to the characters, and it should have occurred a long time ago. This will be specific to your characters. Okay? If you don't bring your sheet, you don't play. Fair. If you don't bring dice, borrow some. Also fair. When we play D&D, I'm not your friend. doesn't mean like I'm your enemy during the game. It means I'm no longer being nice. Okay, that's a weird ruling. Okay, 38. If you treat me poorly in any way, shape, or form, after or during or before the game, just at any point, after or during or before the game, due to something that happened in the game, you're out. If you cannot separate the game from reality, I think you're a fucking moron. I have a little time to deal with that energy. Again, yeah, okay. Like, oh, my character died. Fuck you, Kevin. Like, what? That kind of sucks. You will submit your spell list daily in game. If you do not give me a spell list in game day, you will not be able to cast a single spell or yeah, that sounds like he's trying to stop people from cheating there. If you do not mark off spell slots or something like, I remember where I'm at, as a way to justify it, I will simply fail your spell, deal half your health and damage to you, and say you have no spells to cast for the rest of the day. Again, seems like someone was trying to cheat the system there. If you break literally anything, you can buy the replacement that day or not intend until you do. Okay? If you complain about the choice of music, I fully expect you to bring a whole playlist to the next section or shut the fuck up. Understand. 43. Cannot stress how little I care about how you feel about my rulings from now on. So the DMs are like, the DM doesn't owe these people their fucking game. Like, there's a couple rulings in here that I'm like, I don't know about that shit, man, but like, I feel like that these do not exist in a vacuum. I would bet that I would love to know who the OP is in this group. Banning all player divination spells is crazy. It is kind of crazy. I honestly don't disagree with most of that. I think there's probably like one or two rules that are just like, I'm kind of on the DM side, I'll be honest. Both parties aren't obliged to play. If you don't like the rules that the DM has got, like, literally, yeah, leave, unfortunately. And then I'll have no one to play with. And it did seem like if he's got to constantly be asking, like, people are doing take-back moves, they're, like, trying to game shit, and they're, you know, not writing down their spell lists and not writing down, like, how often they've been using their spells. It sounds like some of the people in his group were cheating. I'm gonna bet that Power Gem is probably better than Harden or Iron Defense. Better than Harden, because Iron Defense is the same thing, but worse. Yeah, I'm gonna say DM's not the asshole here. The fact that the guy had multiple rules about people breaking his shit and, like, yeah, like, he shows up to do D&D, right? He brings his shit, people are spilling stuff on it, they're arguing with every ruling he makes, they're not allowing him to, like, do the thing, and then they complain when he doesn't, like, bring them in on every single aspect. If you guys, if you miss the side quest, you miss a side quest. He puts that on a back burner and he brings it up later, you know, reintroducing it as a thing, maybe reskinning it and trying the same, you know, quest out again. I think that nothing he said was ridiculous. I'll be real. Nothing was too far out of nothing was super out of pocket. "60-second turns" is dumb. I feel like that's an overreaction to people like taking too long on their turns. A lot of shit like that is just like they need to discuss things. Yeah, just talk. Honestly. Yeah, all the rules seem like the people were just not paying attention to the game. Like they weren't paying attention when it was their turn in combat. And like in D&D, like let's say you've got 4 party members, right? Like you should know what you're doing with your turn. You should be able to like figure out your turn without like spending more than a minute to explain your turn. You may not be able to get all the mechanics done, but I mean like I've never had turns in D&D that lasted longer than like a minute. Like from when I was like, I'm doing a thing, I'm gonna start rolling dice. Chad, is this game better after the situation? It was one dev and he left. You're supposed to be friends, yeah, but something tells me that they weren't treating him like a friend either. I did play a wizard in, Gerald was a wizard. I mean, technically he was a eldritch fighter, but whatever. I'm gonna try and catch this guy. Metal sound. I think that causes confusion. Oh, yeah, whatever. The male Ralts is unable to become Gardevoir. Is that true? Like, source? Like, we're not talking about, like, in regular, like, Pokemon. We're talking in PokeRogue. I would have to catch a Ralts in order to know that. I don't think there are Ralts on this seat. I mean, sure. Let's look this up. Ralts, Pokemon, PokeRogue. I find that starting with Ralts is good because Gardevoir is great for both. So, This is from 2 months ago, someone talking on the PokeRogue subreddit saying they could do that. So like here's a person saying Ralts is good because Gardevoir is great encountering Rayquaza in the rival fights, which means that they've done this. They've evolved Ralts into Gardevoir. I don't know enough about Ralts to understand this specific situation here, but isn't this... Is this what we're referring to? Because it seems like it's still possible. Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether or not Gardevoir is actually good against Rayquaza, this is someone 2 months ago saying they were able to do this. The drama happened within the last month or so, so if that's the case, then this person is straight up lying. But no one's saying that they're wrong. They didn't mention what gender... Okay, so that's the thing. FAQ beginner guide, sure. Hidden abilities, eggs. Okay. Full list of evolution methods is on the wiki, sure. Stone base, evolution stones. Yeah. Control F, no. Control F, Ralts. Maybe Ralts? These are different, like... Okay, let's go... Try... Is this a Pokemon? Kurlala? Gameplay? Evolutions. Deja Voodoo, thank you for the 11 months of support. Dawnstone isn't implemented, so they decided to make both level up at 30 according to their gender law. Well, I'm trying to find that. It's in Kurla's section. Okay, so do we just open this one, and then if it's a level up thing, then it would be in here. Okay, so level up. Ah, okay. Okay, so 30 if female, 30 if male. Is this what we're talking about? I need to look up what exactly like is wrong with this because I don't quite understand. Give me half a second. Cure Leah evolution. Okay, so Cure Leah is a ballerina kind of thing. So Ralts evolves into this ballerina thing. Evolves from Ralts starting at level 20 and evolves from Gardevoir if male or female starting at 30. If male, Gallade when exposed to a Dawnstone. So Gallade is exclusively male. That checks out. So the issue is that this Pokemon could normally evolve into a female or could evolve into a Gardevoir as a male regardless. In regular Pokemon. So that's the issue we're talking about here. Okay. Sorry. I need a lead up into this. So Gallade is male only, but Gardevoir is any gender. Okay. And then we've got, so is this like a thing as well with Snorunt? They're not going to implement Dawnstones, and what they should do is trying to make it so... Right, okay, so this is the same sort of thing. Where it can turn into Frostlass if female. So are one of these an option? Can you be a Frostlass if you're a male? Male Snorunt? Okay, evolution. Evolves into Gallade starting at level 42, or a female Frostlass when exposed to a Dawnstone. Okay, so Dawnstone is not a thing. Is part of the issue? So the core of this is the Dawnstone thing. There's no evolution stones, and there's no Dawnstone yet. I hate searching things on these wikis. Because you feel like you're not seeing what you're actually trying to. I'm seeing like the titles of like PNGs and shit. Okay, so walk me through this. Do we even find a Ralts, or did this just come up for no reason? This came up because people have been accusing one of the devs of being transphobic. And I hadn't seen any evidence of, well, okay, that one person got kicked, but I hadn't seen any evidence of, like, you know, anything beyond that. So, like, that's why we're here, yeah. Is it... The only Pokemon that can evolve through a Dawnstone are Frostlass and Gallade. It seems like they didn't want to implement it that specifically, so you want to use gender rules instead. Not accusing, there are screenshots. I mean, like, you can accuse someone and be right. Does PokeRogue have Evo stones? It was implying that there were stones. Well, okay, it matters for me streaming it because, you know, I don't want to be talking or showing off a game that's ass because the developer's ass. Do Dawnstones level anything else in Pokemon up? No? It's just Gallade and Frostlass. I mean, it does seem kind of shitty. What Pokemon did they give genders to that didn't have genders before? Spiritomb for one? The Magnemite line? Giratina? The legendary? Spiritomb has... Yeah, Spiritomb, according to Bulbapedia, has a 50-50 split of gender. I mean, could it have been an oversight? I'm not trying to defend any shitty behavior. I'm honestly like trying to make sure that we're not seeing. I just want to make sure that I've got this right. I doubt it's an engine limitation or oversight. I mean, the Dawnstone thing, because it's just those two, but where is that page that says, lol, I don't give a shit? It could have been to balance attract? I don't know, maybe. It's possible it was an oversight or programming shortcut because one guy was transphobic. It makes it kind of sus. Okay. It's not an oversight because it's based on the looks of the Mon. Okay, cool. So that's something that we can actually look into. Okay, so do you have any like that are like that, Ren, that we can like look at on the PokeRogue wiki? Okay, so Meloetta. Right, I have to figure out what the fuck this is first, so give me a sec. Because I'm not a Pokemon master. Alright. Melody Pokemon. Gender unknown. So it's a gender. It does not have, it is not male, it is not female. It presents as female in this image. So it would be out of pocket for them to make it female. How do I check this? Because this looks like a legendary to me. The Pokemon. It's mythic, but not. It's close enough to being legendary. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it is an ultra rare. Like, if it's shitty, it's shitty. Like, I'm not gonna argue that. I just want to make sure that, like... Okay, Execute needs a leaf stone, specifically on an island biome or beach biome in order to get the Alolan form. So that is a change they made. I mean, this wiki is so garbage that I don't know if I'll be able to actually find the information that we're looking for here. Because you can search this nerd, but like... Okay, what about... Okay, well, yeah, I mean... This person played, so... Let's see if they actually find this guy, or gal, or, you know, non-binary pal. Do you actually catch this fucker? Like, did I get clickbaited? Oh, hold up. There it is. Yeah, it is female. Okay, so confirmed. This is a thing. This character is been... Are there non-gendered characters in this game? Like Magnemite. They also showed Hoopla at the end. Which is genderless. Okay, so they're capable of making genderless ones. Hoopa is a example right here in the same video. So Hoopa can be genderless, but the one that kind of looks like a chick isn't. I mean, chat member has a decent point here. I see two possible worlds here. One, they haven't changed it yet because maybe they just haven't noticed. Because, I mean, I could understand that, but the other possibility is that they threw that guy under the bus and continue to be shitty behind the scenes. Seems like a leftover thing because apparently they're going to assign Dancy a gender too and didn't. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, it really just depends on how y'all feel. I've been told on GitHub and marked the comment as invalid, so I don't know if they planned on changing it. Why are genders so important in this? I don't. It's are people trying to be transphobic by doing this? I think is what this argument is. I mean, I get the suspicion of it, but like, is attract even in the game? It is. I have noticed that some effects and moves just don't work, and they mark them. I did see someone's username get banned off the leaderboards for having a transphobic name, so I think it's mostly the shitty dev gone rogue. Yeah, okay. So that, I mean, like, considering there are so many random moves that just don't fucking work the way they're intended, I'm almost tempted to believe that this is not like a malicious thing. Or it was, but they're trying to fix it now, and that guy was given a lot of ability to do shit. So I'm gonna go with like that this seems like a one guy. One dev'd. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm being wrong about this, but right now it just seems like this is one asshole had the reins for a minute and they haven't fixed it since. Which, it's not a AAA company. It's some people who didn't expect this to blow up to any degree. Maybe just keep an eye on it. I mean, I'm less concerned about like the mechanics of it and more just like, are people okay? It's interesting. I do think I might stop for the day though to be able to kind of like get things together. I did play Pokemon Rogue, or Emerald Rogue, and that was good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and like put away some of the laundry, because we did laundry yesterday, didn't put it away, and it kind of sounds like Tilda had a rough day. Excuse me? Hello? Phone call noise? I have no idea where that came from. One thing to consider with the Dawnstone is the only stone with a gender requirement, which makes it need an extra check and should be added to the item pool. Can be done, but it's a minor nuisance. Yeah, if it's only affecting 2 Pokemon, it also seems like extra effort to edit, but I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get some shit done. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hello? I was told to call this number to ask about my
Oh, there it is. I had Steam open. There it is. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow with something else.